Well, yeah. You know what it is. Jugmaster J live from the Red Room on your 97.9 The Beat, the only station in the Metroplex giving you $1,000 Monday morning at 7 a.m. Try to get your hands on that money, young twin. You know what to do. Pull that phone out, text the word cash, CASH to 71007. I got special guests in the building tonight. Hey, man. I'm lost for words. I'm trying not to fan out, like real talk. Hey, man. Fourth rope champion. Part of the Samoan dynasty.
Hello.
Hey, the next one to go. Hey, Jug said it first. I got Zilla Fatu in the building.
Come
and
on.
I got the fourth rope underboss, Big P, in the building.
Yo, what up?
Hey,
How y'all
man.
feeling?
We'll bring y'all boys to Dallas.
Come on, man. We everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? But
Gotta
as far
be.
as Dallas, we out here, you know, we putting a stamp on fourth rope at the TNA World. So we was there yesterday for the debut of AMC and TNA.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. With Dallas having such a rich culture in wrestling and history, how does a night like last night make you feel to be in Dallas and represent your company as the champion on a big platform like that with TNA?
Oh, it's special. It's special. And not only that, I'm hungry. And we all hungry. As far as fourth rope, man, we're really excited for 2026. And you know, I can't say too much about what we got our next move, but be ready though. You know, and the world gonna feel us this year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
When you first got the belt, how did you feel?
See, I felt like a little boy, you know, I was about to cry and everything. But whenever I won the belt, which one? My first one, or you talking about the fourth rope belt?
I was speaking more specifically to the fourth rope belt. But let's talk about your first championship. Let's take them back.
My first championship, it was at Reality of Wrestling, you know, Booker T school out
Shout
there
out
in
Booker
Houston.
T.
Yeah.
Five times.
When I won that, man, it was really emotional for me because, you know, I ain't never won something like that so special. And not only that, I worked my ass off leading up to that, you know.
Yeah.
So it felt good that my hard work was paying off. And then the cherry on top was I did it in front of my family.
Ooh.
And then my mama, my T. Jones, she was right there. So when I did that, I went straight up to her, you know, and
Gotta
gave her a
show her
hug, and we
moms,
celebrated together. And that's a moment that I'll never forget.
Yeah, because you from Houston, right?
Yeah, come on.
What part of H you from?
North side. Yeah,
Okay,
come on.
Yeah.
So Pops brought us out there after Hurricane Katrina because, you know, I was born in Florida.
Okay.
But I was raised in Houston after Hurricane Katrina hit. And then I ain't never left Houston. That's all I know.
Yeah. So you H-Town through and through.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you see what I'm dripped
I
out
see
in, man. You know the
dripped up.
Texans, you know, we on,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for the Steelers, but but we here though. H-time.
Yeah, it's a whole different story, man. Free Mike Tomlin. For real. So how did H-Town shape you as a person?
Really, it was really I'll say the streets. You know, after I lost my dad, I done fell to the streets. I was a victim to the streets, and I started just hanging around the wrong crowd. And then I would say, you know, obviously my brothers was a big inspiration to me. My brother EJ, he was like the number 2 in the nation at the running back at a 6A school.
Oh, wow.
At Klein Oak High School. So when I was dealing with that, I looked up to my brother. You know,
Yeah.
he had the look, he had everything, the drip, he had everything. You know, and then as far as I remember, the first song I heard was that Zero, the 1-2.
I remember that.
Yeah,
1-2. Yeah.
On my act, just like, you know what I'm saying. So
dude.
that was the first one. That ever since then, bro, like my brother just been putting me on, you know, UGK. Ghetto Boys, you know, Scarface, all of them, and then I fell in love with the, you know, the chopped and screwed, the slab, the you know, the double cup, all that, and I just fell right into it, and then this all I know. I ain't never left Houston.
That's dope.
Never left. I've been there since. Then last year I just started traveling.
Oh, man.
And I'm 26 now, you know. So
man, well, I'm glad you got an opportunity to see the world and not ever leaving Houston the way you did. How does it feel to have a Houston legend like Booker T show you this game and give it to you and really mold you into, you know, the performer you're becoming to be?
Yeah, no, it felt good. It felt good because he ain't had to do that. You know, he could be put up right now. He could be chilling. He ain't got to help nobody, especially somebody like me that I just came home from, you know, the pen. And not only that, I was still lost in the sauce, too, when I came home.
Yeah.
But, you know, having Booker T, you know, sacrifice his time and, you know, for him to put time to the side to, like, come help train me. And not only that, mentor me as well as far as,
Right.
like, in life in general, you know.
Yeah.
And just having them in my corner, it feels good because you know I look up to him and you know he's damn near like a father figure too as well.
That's
so,
dope. And Book probably seen a lot of him and you. Or you and him, or however
yeah, well,
it
you
goes.
know, he did a little bit. You know, he did a little bit himself too.
Yeah, Book was outside back in the day.
Yeah. So that's why I had to come out and put him back inside. You know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, sometimes, you know, I was telling my son that sometimes we get to a point where we have to raise our parents, and sometimes the student does come to teacher. And so, like, that's a good that y'all got that yin and yang balance where y'all can bounce off of each other and feed each other and grow. That's so dope. So, how did you hook up with this guy over here?
Oh, this is the OG Prime right here, man. I hooked up with him through, Westside Gunn and Smoke Dizza. And not only that, my brother right here, Roman. Roman, he the main one that connected the dots. And then I know Prime, West, Smoke, they was already chopping it up with Roman. And then they had a show, which we was talking about in Chicago. That was our first show in Chicago. Okay. And then they didn't know that he was connected with me. So then when Wes found out, he was like, "Bro, can we book Zilla this Friday?" And bro, it was last minute. It was damn near like 3 days before the show.
Yeah.
You know, and then I was with Roman, and then Roman was like, "Hey, Us, you want to work this Friday?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, where at?" He was like, "Chicago." I was like, "Who's it for?" He was like, Westside Gunn and Smoke Dizza. I'm like, hell yeah, come on with it, book the ticket. Yeah. And then it was history since then. You know, I wrestled Moose, whooped his ass, and became the very first 4th row champion since then.
That's dope.
And I'm still holding it down.
Yeah. How many days it's been?
Yeah, I can't count. After 10, I just
I feel you.
Over a year.
I feel you.
Yeah, since our first show in Chicago. So, and not only that, bro, I was just very blessed for Wes, Prime Smoke to give me the opportunity because at that point, bro, I was really like just trying to figure it out, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But with their help, like it definitely helped my brand exceed, to where it's at today. So, just very blessed to meet them.
That's dope. That's dope. So, Prime, what I want to ask you is, how did this concept of 4th rope even come about? Like, how does this brainchild go from just being an idea to y'all actually making it into one of the premier indie promotions right now that's blazing the streets?
Well, at the end of the day, it's Westside Gunn. I mean, he had this idea going back, who knows how long, you know what I mean? But he'd been always putting wrestling into his music.
Right.
And it kind of took it from there. How I got involved with it was I used to work for Benny the Butcher. So I knew Wes and all of them vaguely passing by, things like that. And so I remember one time I was trying to book Wes for a show in Chicago. And he was just like, man, I got something better than a show. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I'm trying to do this wrestling thing. And we done did it a couple times, but it never was really wrestling. It was like a concert, but I want to do it, and I want to do it in Chicago. So I'm from Chicago. If you don't know, Chicago is where one of the first WrestleManias ever took place at. It's a big wrestling town, a lot of big moments happening in wrestling in Chicago, so it's a great...
Not only that, my dad debuted in Chicago with Ric Flair's ass. Not only that, my brother Jacob Fatu then debuted in Chicago and whooped every babyface and everybody's ass. You know what I'm saying? Even your favorite wrestler, you know what I'm saying? But go back,
No, I mean, Chris Jericho, you know what I'm saying, debuted there from WCW to WWE.
Iconic moment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of big moments here in Chicago, so that's something, a lightning that Wes wanted to capture. So Chicago was challenging because, we had to kind of find a lot of different places and stuff like that. But we made it work. There's been a lot of growing pains and a lot of learning curves. But, I always tell people that Westside Gunn is like the Jackie Robinson of professional wrestling.
Talk about it.
And so, like, when we talk about Booker T, Booker T was kind of like W.E.B. Du Bois of wrestling. Like, Booker T was just a wrestler and an employee trying to break into the business, but became one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? White, black, whatever. Now you got Westside Gunn, who's not a wrestler, but a fan of the culture, that's able to have culture, history, and there's a fashion element of it too, along with music. You know what I'm saying? All in one place. And that has probably been the most difficult thing to, one, do, but then to keep going because there's so many challenges and hurdles.
Right.
But we've been able to do it, and we've been blessed to have people like Zilla. And that brings authenticity to what we doing, where it's not just like it's a rapper trying to do wrestling. Like, nah, we got real cats on our shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With good matches, I will add.
Exactly. A lot, and that's Smoke Dizza too. You know, Westside Gunn is, you know, people catch that name, but Smoke Dizza is just involved with the actual what you see on television.
Okay.
As far as the wrestling, the wrestlers, the booking, the talent, Smoke is just as involved as Wes in that. And, you know, Wes, I always call him the wrestling master because he one of the few people, we all wrestling fans, right? Like, but regardless of what we do in our life, and I think that that's one of the reasons that Wes even wanted to work with me is because I knew wrestling just like I knew rap. You know what I'm saying? And that's, some people don't look at wrestling from a serious analytical point of view.
Right.
Also as an industry, they just look at it some goofy shit that's on TV.
Yeah.
But it's also a multi-billion dollar industry.
Business.
Yeah, they gonna learn this shit.
Right.
Big business.
I mean, they've been learning. To be honest, like the first year of any business, right, with anything that you start, it takes 3 to 5 years to start something successful. Who would have thought we would have, this hat in general defines the work that Fourth Ropers came into play with. It's out of stock. You can't buy it. You want to rebuy it, it can go anywhere from $200 to $400 online. But this is the one of the benchmarks of the success as a promotion, as a group of individuals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody that started a wrestling company would have thought that in a year we went to Paris. We did WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? We did Art Basel. We've done all of these.
We just started.
We just started.
Like,
bro. Just started.
Just started.
Is the company even a full year old?
November. Yeah, it's more than a year older because they started Fourth Rope in name. I wanted in the summertime of 24.
Okay.
They started, but it was just
like pop-ups.
Yeah, it was like a pop-up, but it was a concert, and there was wrestling elements of it, and wrestlers came with actual full-on wrestling programming with the television truck and all that. That started in Chicago.
Okay.
And that's the current iteration of what Fourth Rope is now.
That's dope. Where do you see it going?
Man,
you being so hands-on behind the scenes and putting these plays together, where do you see it going?
From the phone calls that we get and the engagement that we get from just the outside entertainment community, not including wrestling, it can be right up there on TV on par with WWE, TNA in maybe the next 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one of the biggest things about any show, a wrestling show or whatever, a television show, is talent.
Right.
And that's one thing that we have an abundance of. I mean, Zilla Fatu, Joe Alonzo, Josh Bishop, Tierra James, you know, Cha-Cha Charlie, right? That's a whole different, like, cause Cha-Cha, I don't know if y'all know who Cha-Cha Charlie is, but he like a very popular wrestler in Miami, in Florida. Let me just say Florida. Yeah. But in Miami, like, dude is like the man.
He's God.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't see that till we went. You know, you see him, it's like, oh, Cha, but when we was in
it's
Miami,
tasting it,
they laid out the red carpet. They like whatever you see with Zilla here in Texas, that's how it is with Cha-Cha in Florida.
Well, that's because I ain't been to Florida. That's why. That's why I ain't been to Miami.
Zilla say, coming soon.
Yeah.
Shit.
But it's just good to, when you see that somebody is from somewhere and they take you, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference. You see the love for real. You know what I'm saying? And you see that, I see that all the time with Zilla in here, but also out in the world when we be traveling.
Right.
But I got a chance to see that with somebody like Cha-Cha Charlie. So, yeah, we got a lot of great talent, and that's what make it. But, I mean, and then just to be honest, like, and maybe it's being biased or whatever, but you got Westside Gunn behind it. What does he fail at?
Right.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, the music, the fashion, the man acting now. I see, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He got Tubi deals, you know what I'm saying?
One time for Gunn. We got to clap it up for Gunn one time. So with that being said,
we call him the Big Scorpion.
The Big Scorpion. I see the Scorpion on.
Well, the Scorpion King, and then you got the Big Scorpion, the OG.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So with all that being said, what did you see in Zilla for y'all to put the strap on him? And my second part of that question is for Zilla, what pressure do you feel knowing that you carrying this company and this potential legacy y'all are building, this thing y'all are building all this momentum with? What pressure are you feeling having that on your shoulder?
So I mean, to be honest, like I see just like with anybody, right? That grew up in an environment, you know what I'm saying, that we grow up in. I see a lot of myself in Zilla, but I had 2 years before I started working with Wes, and then I was in transition from Benny. That I worked with a guy named Stove God. So I had a chance to Stove God gave me the opportunity to just come on the road with him, to do a lot of different stuff. But Zilla Fatu is the wrestling version of Stove God. I don't know if you know where Stove God is in his career now, but he just got nominated, I think, for 2 Grammys. He has a legendary album. He got music out or whatever. But there's this irreplaceable consistency that comes with Stove God lyrics. There's an irreplaceable consistency that comes with Zilla. And then every time you see the man, he improving and getting better.
Getting better.
Any company will want this man as state champion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether they want to admit it or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got to look at the history, though. Once again, authenticity. Westside Gunn is 100% stickler on things being organic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The authenticity of where Zilla Fatu comes from, there's no question about his character, his manner, or his work ethic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that I know Wes looked at, that I see, because I interact with all of the wrestlers on a more personal basis. But then another thing is, just recently, I found out, like it didn't even happen, but I found out that I had lost my dad when we had our last show of the year. And the only person, because I don't talk to nobody, whatever, the only person that I could talk to about it was my man, because one, not everybody understand that. And then for me, it's one of them. My dad was famous too. You know what I'm saying? He played in the NBA and all of that. And a lot of people expected me to follow in those shoes. So I know what it's like to have expectations, to have a sibling or a parent that everybody compare you to all the time, and then this bar or this standard you're supposed to live up to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I see, like I said, not just a lot of myself in him, but I see the man is a person that if you could tap into his frequency, you actually can learn something from. And I think that that's one of the biggest things that he contributes, not only to the professional environment, but to the locker room as well.
Right. I mean, the first time I ever seen Zilla perform, I was like, this guy blue chip.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just the way he carries himself, the charisma, like I'm like, this guy is box office.
Got the look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, the whole family got the look, though.
The money look. You know what I'm saying?
So did you feel that when you went over that night, did you feel any pressure? Did you feel the pressure like, man, like they putting this on me? And how did that make you feel?
Nah, I ain't feel no pressure. I felt it as an opportunity for me to seize and capitalize off of. And then I'm not even knowing, you know, the foundation that West and Smoke and Prime they were building, because obviously I didn't really know too much of them.
Right.
But when they flew me out there and I linked up with them, I was like, damn, this love, and you could just feel it in the air with them. Like they some real, you know, human beings that stick to the real, you know, the real. How I say this. Just a real G code, you know what I'm saying? Like keeping it 100, and I just felt the love from them.
Right.
And then obviously I did my research on them, and I was like, damn, this crazy.
Right.
And not only that, I'm real big into manifestation as well. So I pray, you know, every day, and you know, I just ask God to bring people in my life that's genuinely there for me.
Yeah.
And you know, when I linked up with all 3 of them, man, I could just feel it. I was like, damn, God brought them into my life, you know, for a reason.
Yeah.
And
I don't believe in coincidence.
Yeah.
Like everything is.
It's for a reason.
Yeah.
And it's on God's time. And so I felt, you know, I felt like it was an opportunity for me to, like, you know, not only show them, but show the world that, you know, the main one is coming for the top and for everything. You know, I'm not even just trying to touch on the wrestling world, but I'm trying to, like, put my footprint, just like how Wes is, you know, with fashion, movie. Like, bro, I'm really just learning from Wes and his blueprint.
Yeah, and just
you know,
learning.
and I'm just trying to add or not even add, just like produce my own
Put your own little flavor on it.
way of living. And not only that, you know, obviously building my own team as well.
So what's something that you're interested in or passionate about outside of wrestling that you're trying to get into right now?
Man, I just want to be a big icon, a huge icon, And what I mean by that is, rather if I'm gonna do movies, I'm gonna do, you know, motivational speeches to the kids.
Yeah.
You know, really just something like how The Rock built his own machine.
Right.
You know, I want to become my own machine, and I want to produce my own machine. And not only that, you know, put my own footprint on the game, you know, because the biggest challenge I have right now is just separating Zilla Fatu from the Samoan dynasty.
Right.
You know, and we can write down all the names and all the accomplishments that the Samoan dynasty then brought to the business. I want to be able to add that, if not more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just very blessed to, like I say, have my team with me, and not only that, Prime, West, and Smoke. You know, and we just getting started, man. We just getting started. So,
man, you got one of the brightest futures I've seen in a long time. And you said something, and I know probably everybody you sit down with ask you this, is the history of your family. Like I said earlier, big shoes to fill. But how do you view it? Do you view it as like this is the standard, or do you view it as something like I got to keep reaching, or do you view it as I need to go beyond what I've seen? You know, my older family done did in the business.
Nah, it's normal to me, man. It's normal. Like I feel like the expectations and everything, that's what come with it.
Yeah.
That's what come with me being Umaga's son. That's what come with, you know, me coming home from 6 years and trying to figure out my life. Like, that's what comes with this shit. You know, and I understand that. So it's up to me to, you know, rather one, live up to the expectation, or two, excel those expectations.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said in the beginning, that was like my challenge, like separating, you know, my name from my family. But now it's like I'm embracing this shit.
Yeah.
And now it's like I'm about to take this shit to a whole nother level, and I'm gonna do it my way, you know, and it's gonna be crazy, you know.
What does Zilla way look like?
Come on, we'll stay tuned.
Yeah. So you out here in Dallas this weekend?
Yeah.
What's the big thing we got going on tomorrow?
Man, fourth rope, man. I'm here to solidify fourth rope. You know, at TNA, and then but right before that, you know, I got a huge meet and greet with the city and Sneaker Politics from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Shout out Sneaker Politics.
Yeah, shout out to them, man.
Them guys are a cornerstone in the city. You know, everybody gonna get kits from them. So.
Oh yeah, come on.
Nah, for real. Keep us fly. So you're doing that. What's your favorite part of doing these meet and greets and interacting with your fans? And
my favorite part about interacting with these fans is, you know, to keep it 100, I say just learning who my dad is and was, you know, because there's certain stories that these fans got that my mama don't got. Right. You know, there's certain stories that these fans like, or not even stories, just experience that they experienced with my dad.
Right.
That nobody in my family ever experienced.
Right.
And my dad and like made his own impact on it. And now I'm just, you know, blessed to receive all the love and the support from his fans, and not only that, my fans as well. So it's pretty dope that I'm putting on for him. Not only that, like I said, I'm doing it my way.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Man, I was a big fan of your dad. And, you know, wrestling now is not what it was 20 years ago, even 10 years ago. You know, they're starting to peel back the curtain. We're learning more about you guys' personal life. And, like, I never knew all of y'all was related. You know, up until maybe right before Roman started the bloodline thing a few years ago. I was like, damn, all these motherfuckers related. Like, what's in the water? Like,
Nah, I mean, that's how I felt when I found out that Undertaker and Kane was brothers. I really thought they was brothers. Yeah. I swear, I really thought they was brothers. And then one day, you know, it was for one of the Hall of Fame ceremonies. I just pulled Kane to the side. I was like, hey, you guys are really brothers? He was like, he just laughed at me. He said, nah, it's all the work, youngster.
That's Isaac Yankum.
Yeah, but nah, when it comes to this family, man, nah, this real blood over here.
Yeah.
And I know you see that family tree too. It's long. You know, we don't die, we multiply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it any more after you? I know we talking about you. It's some more after you.
Uso, it's a factory, man. We got a whole factory, you know. So I'm excited for that, you know. And that's a whole nother chapter, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got my homie Damu too. He just touched down too from the pen, and he just started doing wrestling as well.
Okay.
And he about to go crazy too. Yeah. I'm just waiting for him to, you know, figure it out and just stay out of trouble. As long as I can keep him out of trouble, I'd rather have him in the ring than on the block.
Nah, facts.
So, you know, that's what. Yeah, that's Yokozuna son. So we gonna bring him out and see what it is.
Man, like I can't even imagine that. And you brought up Jacob earlier.
Yeah.
You know, for people who don't know, explain your relationship with Jacob and what he means to you, and as a family member and in wrestling.
Yeah. So my relationship with Jacob, man, our dads is brothers. His dad is TK, aka Tonga Kid.
Yeah.
He wrestled Roddy Piper. He was 17 years old. He was the youngest to ever sell out Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
That's Jacob's dad.
Yeah.
And then obviously got my dad, Umaga. They're both brothers. And then he has like 5, 6 kids. And then my dad had 4. I'm the youngest out of all 4 of us.
Okay.
And then he's like the second youngest out of his brothers. Out of his brothers. And then, but yeah, as far as like relationship, man, that's my brother. I wouldn't even consider him my cousin. Like, as far as like all of us, me and Jacob, we the closest ones.
Yeah.
I talk to a brother every day, you know, and our relationship outside the ring is just, organic. And he got the, same similarities, as me and Booker.
Yeah.
He went away. He did some time. He came home, turned his life around, and wrestling saved his life.
Yeah.
And that's our story. Kind of like that has a similarity and it aligns with that. And then obviously when I came home, I wrestled. He was the first one that really took me under his wing and taught me the ropes behind professional wrestling. And once I just, got around him, I started, peeping how he move and peeping how he does his meet and greets, everything, bro. I learned so much from him. And then obviously, every match we did was sold out.
Yeah.
So it felt good to do it with my brother right along, right next to me. And then, WWE picked him up. It was when WrestleMania was in Philly. What was it, like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago. And then, yeah, bro, I've been tapped in with him since day one. And then, he always tap in with me every day, asking, how's my mental, asking me how I'm doing, all that. So I'm just very blessed to have a brother like him, in my corner.
That's dope. That's dope. And I know, and I really don't want to do this because I got the 4th rope underboss sitting here.
Yeah.
But is the goal for any wrestler on your level right now, is the goal to get to WWE, or do you want to keep doing this indie thing forever? Like,
the goal is just to build the brand.
Right.
Build the brand and make sure I do the right collaborations with the right people with the right intentions.
Right.
And really just every day, every week, working with my team on how to get better. And like I said, I want to be an icon. I just don't want to be known as a wrestler. Like, it's bigger than that.
Right.
Zilla Fatu is the brand, not just me being a wrestler. So and I think me and my team and 4th rope, we definitely have a lot to come to play this year, and I'm excited. I don't want to speak on it too much, but I'm really excited for us this year.
It's just
really,
January.
really
We're gonna have to watch and see.
Man. I'm really excited. So, but outside that, man, I think it's just me focusing on just the brand. I'm not even really, I don't really have a certain platform I want to go to right now, but I just want to build the brand and build my team and build an empire.
For sure.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you'll be able to go wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
And that's why I meant too, like the landscape of the business has changed tremendously to where performers, y'all have more control now. It's kind of like in the
leverage.
It's kind of like in the NBA, where they were like, nah, we all gonna go play over here.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of seeing that in a lot of guys that I know, they prefer to like, no, yeah, it was cool. That's but I'd rather keep doing this because I got the freedom to do what I want. I can go collab with who I want.
Yeah.
I can do brand deals who I want without them having their hand in my pocket.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, that's dope. So I do want to play this game with you. And I don't know if anyone's ever did this with you. So, it's kind of like the old game. You play as a kid. You name 3 girls, celebrities. You got to marry one, you got to kill one, you got to F one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but this one we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it 4th rope style. So we're gonna go. You got a main event with one. If you could tag with one, and if you had the political power backstage, who would you bury?
Big. So what was the first one?
If the main event.
I got a main event with my brother Jacob Fatu. Me and him on WrestleMania or wherever, rather 4th rope. You never know.
Yeah.
I would say I would main event with Jacob Fatu, and then I would. What was the second one?
You could tag with someone.
Tag with someone. It could be right now or just in general.
Anybody.
Oh, my dad.
For sure.
Dad. I wish that would that would come to play. And then you say the third one, who I bury.
Yeah, if you had the power, if you was the guy, you know, to call the shots, and you're like, man, let's get this kid up out of here. No.
Booker T, man. We bury him, man. Yeah, he trying to bring me in the game. Now he trying to take me out for whatever reason, you know. And I think it's because, you know, he done built somebody that overpowered him and overshadowed him. You know, now he jealous. So I would say definitely want to bury him, man.
Book ain't acting like that, is he?
He is, man. And you know what's crazy? I ain't never ever bite the hand that feed me. Never. And it's crazy that Booker T, you know, after everything I done did for him and his school and his platform, you know, he still did me wrong. You know, did me wrong and really just made me not trust nobody in this business.
Oh, man.
You know? But other than that, yeah, Booker T would definitely get buried. Him and his little 5-time rings or whatever he got. You know, whatever.
No, not the...
Yeah, him, Booker T, yeah.
He sent people at fourth rope in
He sent, you know, his goons, his jabronis.
Goons?
To, you know, fourth rope when we was in Vegas. And have in mind, man, I had my own business to handle, you know, versus Josh Bishop and the Hell in a Cell at a sold-out Palms Arena. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for Booker T to get his hands, you know, involved with our business, like, that ain't cool. So, you know, I got fourth rope behind me. You know, we
gonna have to sit Book down and talk to him or something.
We on alert. That's why we don't trust nobody.
Or put some hands on him or something, man.
Something.
And I like Book.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, you better not like him no more.
So now we riding the Zilla train now, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, yeah. So we ain't doing that.
That's
you know?
crazy. And you would think like you the walking poster board for his program down there.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with these OGs, because he ain't the only one. It's Bubba Ray. You know, I had to put pause on Bubba Ray. You know, whenever I was at House of Glory, he done, you know, got his hands involved with me. And then, you know, he fucked me over in New York. So the next thing you know, I had to double back and, you know, I had to get my get back. And then next thing you know, I got my belt back as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, who else? You got Ricky Saints as well, Trick Williams, like all of them. And have in mind, I'm not even there.
Right.
Like we on a whole different level. You feel me? Like and they talking about me.
And they coming from,
you know, rather if it's WWE, NXT, AEW, TNA, they bring up meals.
Yeah.
And guess what I'm doing? I'm doing my own thing in my own lane with my own family. You know what I'm saying? Me and Fourth Rope, like we just doing our own our thing right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm really, really, really excited for us 2026.
And I know this a dumb question.
Don't ask it then.
But I gotta hear you say it. I gotta hear you say it.
Come on.
Are we ducking any smoke?
Nah. Prime, are we ducking any smoke?
Nah, we taking all challenges.
Yeah, we ain't come to take part too. We
And
came
all
to take
belts,
over.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We come to take over belts, rings.
We want to take your belt and then come on your show.
Yeah, all that. And we gonna take the fans with them because after we got done putting the ass whooping to them, we gonna take their fans as well. Shit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So man, I'm so honored.
One more thing I forgot to say, the most important thing, and the man gonna please put this in there, though the man gonna strangle me. My man, real one. When we was talking about talent and we was talking about people in fourth rope, he is our flyweight champion. He used to go by Enzo Amore in WWE.
How you doing?
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to overshadow my man. You know what I'm saying? He will come find me.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. And he going to let you know.
Oh, yeah.
With
a leopard
and then we
skin.
also got the women's heavyweight champion, Rio. Yeah, she's also the future,
She's
too.
dope.
Yeah, she's also the future. So, bro, we got a lot of, you know, ammo. You know, we just
Rio.
waiting to shoot.
Rio
you know,
on a whole
whenever.
different planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
Black woman. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to see that.
And I'm happy to see people of color, regardless of what you is. You a brother to me. Like I know you.
Come on.
I know you got that Samoan blood pumping through your
Hello.
veins, but you one of us. You know what I'm saying? You just a light skinned brother like me. You dig? You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
But it's good to see us. Because we've been fans and been paying our money into this stuff for so long and buying seats and buying merch and really kind of influencing the culture of wrestling. It's good to see us now being, you know, put up on the platforms and being put up on the pedestals and holding these championships and holding companies down and holding promotions down. So I got to big up y'all for making that possible for a lot of other people. So You know, politics with Zilla tomorrow. The meet and greet going down 2822 Main Street, Dallas, Texas. Sneaker politics. Make sure y'all pull up. Bring your merch. He gonna sign it. He gonna take pictures. He gonna sign your baby forehead. All that good stuff. You know what I'm
bring
saying?
Bring your cousin, bring your auntie, your uncle, your grandpa, your grandma. Bring all of them, man.
Then Sunday, the big thing. TNA Genesis.
No, Saturday.
It's Saturday?
Saturday.
It's Saturday night?
It's tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
Yeah.
I thought it was Sunday.
Nah, they used to do pay-per-views on Sunday.
It's on Saturday.
Everybody going
On
away
Saturday?
from
Oh, okay. Well, Saturday, TNA Genesis, same place right out in Garden, right?
Yes, sir.
Caldwell Center. You know, so Zilla is on the card. He will be kicking somebody's ass. I don't know who. You just got to buy a ticket, go find out and see him.
Yup.
And then anything y'all got. You know,
Shit.
give everybody your socials.
Yeah, go tap in with ZillaFatu.com. I got some dope merch on there. I also got some mystery boxes on there as well. And you can find me on all socials at Zilla Fatu. I ain't gonna spell it out. Y'all already know.
And just for everybody follow Westside Gunn, follow Smoke Dizza, but also follow Fourth Rope, fourthrope.com, and then just add Fourth Rope on all socials.
Yeah, then there's F Booker T too. Yeah. Hashtag F Booker T.
Hey, that's a new T-shirt right there.
That's a website.
It's already in the making. It's already in the making. Come
Down the way?
on, yeah.
I need a medium.
I got you. I got you.
Hey, Zilla Fatu, everybody, live from the Red Room. Hey, it's Jug Master J. I'm the only person in the city bringing you this kind of content, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow me too at Jug Master J. And follow us on 97.9 The Beat, at 97.9 The Beat on Instagram and TikTok. Big Jug, I'm out.